welcome to Rapid Reviews Podcast Radio.
Oh my God,
I did that backwards. Episode 281. I'm your co-host, Kylie Wilde, and here is my ever-present co-host, Pete Beckett.
We are one take and that's it.
That's it. We do it live.
Quite literally on twitch.tv/rapid reviews.
Yes. Come join us, and you can join in chat and talk to us, where we talk about Pixar films for 20 minutes.
In the pre-show. And the Odyssey.
And I drink. I'm already on my second glass of Prosecco, and I literally opened this bottle 20 minutes ago. And yes, we did a whole preamble about the Odyssey, but you missed it because you weren't over at twitch.tv/rapid reviews in the chat with us, Kylie and Pete.
Yep.
Oh, here is the part. Yes, I am pro Prosecco, not against Prosecco. Anyway, what was I doing? I was doing a show. Yes, so this is the part of the show where I ask our customer. I almost said
our customer.
Some sales today. But I usually ask our guest how they're doing, but we don't have a guest today. We have a client named Pete. Pete!
Oh dear.
How's your week been? What have you been playing?
The week has been a mix of heavy and weird and a bit all over the place. Let's be honest. It's not been a good week, but and I'll be honest, I haven't really had much time to play video games, if I'm honest. So
I've been playing them too much.
Okay, well, I'll talk about the couple of games that I mentioned over the last couple of weeks, obviously, because it's been a while since we've done this, and don't do the stains with. I know, it's become such a staple. So last week on the show, we didn't do a show. We did a stream. We did community games night, which is
come join us.
Always great fun. So that usually goes up on YouTube, and we do it on Twitch. It's at least one Sunday a month now, and it is part of our ongoing focus on the community. And we had some great people on, as per usual. We played Meccha Chameleon, and holy crap, I absolutely adore that game.
It was so fun.
You know, you see those games that become viral memes and stuff like that, and you're just like, what is it that is so good about this that people are memeing the hell out of it? No, I can understand why this one has become such a cultural touch point. It is fantastic. And once you actually figure out how to play the game proper, I think that's where it really comes into its own. So Rowan and Nana were just unbelievably, and Danka,
good.
They're so ridiculous with how they hide. So I'll have to explain the premise of the game to people. It is essentially just hide and seek.
But it looks like it's been done in MS Paint.
Yes, so it's got a certain level of charm to it. I'd say the maps are very, very detailed as well to that degree. It gives you a lot of places that you can go and hide. But the one thing it does, it basically just gives you an MS Paint, colour palette, painting scheme. So you can just, you can put yourself in various poses, like T-poses, crouching, in a ball or anything like that. And then you just paint. You can paint yourself into the environment. You can paint yourself different colors, various different shades and all that. So some of the things that people were doing, where they were blending into the background. So Rowan disguised himself as a clock. I disguised myself as part of a box or an oil drum. Nana's favorite thing was to hide in plain sight, basically. Yeah. Just like a stone, basically.
Every single time, and he won every single time. Danker has a suggestion for next month, by the way.
Yes, so the suggestion could be Big Walk. So we'll have a look into it, of course. But yeah, it was just we played it for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I wasn't expecting to do so. I thought it was just going to be a super short, quick jump in, have a bit of fun, and then the next thing I knew, it was oh my God, the time has really gone by.
I know, we were me and Rowan were can we play one more, please?
I know.
Everyone's we gotta go to work.
No, I really wanted to play another one, but it was getting late, and I was I can't really. The wife was going away, and I needed to spend some time with her.
Yes,
know, so I felt a bit bad already as is.
I don't have a wife, so.
But yeah, I mean, for a game that came out this year that's focused solely on not visual aesthetic, but actually for gameplay method, I think it's very much like in the consideration for game of the year, like just for how ridiculously fun it was and just how stupid it was.
It was. God, he says get Kiley a wife.
No. She'll never
Male
show up.
wife.
Look, she'll never show up to this show if she did.
I need a male wife. That's what I want. That's the thing.
That's true. Wife. That is true. Yeah, so Mecha Chameleon's on Steam. It's only about £5. I would highly recommend going to pick it up, and obviously if you do, let us know, because we'll probably play it on a community night again, and yeah, it was good fun. Such good fun. The other game that I have been playing a little bit more, well, I haven't played much of it since last week, but I haven't really spoke about it on the show, is that after a reveal of a trailer a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, in the Nintendo Switch Switch Direct, I decided to pick up the Kingdom Hearts collection.
Oh, yes, you briefly mentioned that. How are you going with that?
So, I have a bit of a history with Kingdom Hearts. A bit of one. So, my first play, well, I say my first play of it. This is actually my first proper play of it myself.
Okay.
In one particular game, anyway. Like, my previous history with it is that Kingdom Hearts 2, an old friend of mine, had played it to death, had a save file, and was basically just threw a controller at me and went, go walk forward and go and have a look and see what this is. And put me on a super boss. And you'll know exactly which super boss it is. He has one wing.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not sure.
Angle.
One wing angle.
My one wing angle.
God damn it. I was trying to be subtle, but yeah, it was bloody Sephiroth. So it was like, he knew I was a Final Fantasy fan. So he was like, yeah, go see if you can defeat this. And I went, oh, okay, this is fun. I went,
very fun.
Okay, cool.
First two.
Yeah, but I was like, well, Jesus, like, how am I supposed to defeat him? And I couldn't. Like, I had no idea what I was doing, but he gave me ultimate form, and it was like, this is cool as hell. I should probably go and play this.
Yes, it's very cool.
And then just never got around to it. Just never borrowed it off of him, never carried on with the series or anything like that. Came to Kingdom Hearts 3 when that first came out. I actually reviewed it for another outlet.
Okay.
And it was a slog. I absolutely hated that game.
It's where I dropped off. First two I love and adore. I love them to this day. Third one I just went.
Yeah, I got the thing that was the draw for me was obviously the fact that they were incorporating Pixar worlds into it, and I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. Like Toy Story is like in it, and that's absolutely epic. But actually, I kind of hated the Toy Story section in that game, and I was like, oh, this is so disappointing. And it felt so like dial a combo, if you know what I mean. It was like, all right, press this button and then press this button for like, you know, for a big like team up attack sort of thing. And it was like, oh, it's kind of a bit boring. Like the carousel, like just that carousel animation just got on my nerves eventually. Anyway, didn't play any of like Birth by Sleep, 358 over 2 or any of like, you know, any stuff like that. So it was a bit of a surprise when Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer dropped, and I went, oh my god, I think I'm going to have to play Kingdom Hearts now to get hyped for this game, aren't I? So Steam, so CD Keys had them on the whole collection on there. So that's 2.5, 1.5, 2.5, 2.8 final chapter, and free with Reminds DLC for £36. And I was like,
oh,
this is cracking. So I've actually been playing it solely on the Steam Deck, but this is where things have changed, where I've now put my dock in the front room and got it hooked up to my monitor.
Oh my.
So I've been playing this on the TV, but through the Steam Deck.
That's cool.
And it runs incredibly well on the Steam Deck. And I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 1. It's a bit of a slog. Like the opening section of that game, the tutorial and the first island, they're a bit rough. are a bit rough. The combat is a bit janky at times. Especially when you don't actually have a keyblade to start. It's a bit...
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
But it teaches you enough about the mechanics of the game that you can just sort of muddle your way through. I am freely going to admit that the training section where you fight Waka quite a lot, I end up fighting him quite a lot because that fight is quite fun. Even with that damn wooden sword.
I know.
The race can absolutely eat my bum. It is terrible. But yeah, once you get past that into Traverse Town, and you meet some of the main players like Arif and God, why am I blanking on his goddamn name? Protag from 8, from FF8. It's not Zidane.
Lionheart. Leon?
Oh, Leon, yeah.
Leon, yeah. Lion.
Squall. Sorry, that's it. Squall.
Squall.
Yeah, that's
Lionheart
the one.
is his last name.
Yeah, it is Squall. Yeah. So once you meet up with them and actually start progressing, I actually think it's really enjoyable. I'm up to the Alice in Wonderland section, only the opening section of it. So I'm only about 2.5 hours in, and I am somewhat enjoying what I'm playing so far. I need to go back and play some more of it. So hopefully next week I'll have a bit more to say. But I'm enjoying my time. I know that 2 is better. I have been told numerous times, including by Gorney, by Nana, and by several other people, that actually 2 is a much better game, but 1 is still fun.
1 is still a lot of fun, but they were looking for they were trying to find the gameplay. They were trying to just find themselves as a game, as opposed to just being an advertisement for Squeenix and Disney.
I mean, let's be honest, this was like one of the first games that they made after the merger of Square and Enix.
Yes,
so like
it
was very much the coming together of the 2 studios. The fact that they got the Disney license is quite a surprise.
Yeah.
And it is quite funny that Mickey only appears once in the game because that was all they could afford.
Well, it's a good scene though.
From what I know about it, yes, it is.
Yeah. But 2 is definitely the stronger game. It's just a better game. But yeah, they just found themselves. They knew what they were doing, and it was just better pacing, everything.
Yeah, but it is what it is. So I'm looking forward to trying out the series. I know some of the story goes completely off a cliff at some points, and trying to follow it is quite difficult. Yeah. But now having this entire collection makes it a little bit easier to sort of get into and enjoy. But I mean, with 4 probably coming out next year or the year after, like I've got plenty of time to get through before that comes out. So, yay! And the only other game that I have been playing, and this one is solely just for today because, well, my nephew's been badgering me for a long time. He wants to play the Switch 2 because he's considering getting one himself.
Yes.
He's currently saving his pennies to get one with it, and is going to. My sister-in-law is going to spend some money with him and make sure he gets one. Yeah, very, very nice of her to do so as well. It is. So he's been badgering me. He's like, I want to play the Switch too. It's like, okay, cool. I'll bring next time I'm around my parents. I'll bring it round and we'll play it. And he went, can I play Donkey Kong? I went, sorry, I've sold it.
No, yeah.
He was disappointed. I was like, look, if you get your own one, then I'll get you a copy of it and you can have your own copy. It's fine. It's not a problem. So we've been playing Mario Kart World today. Which actually has been quite nice to play. Yes. It's not my favourite Mario Kart game. Sorry, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still a superior product in every way, shape, nor form. Yes. But Mario Kart World still is like fundamentally a really decently well played Mario Kart game. It's just I don't like the intervals. The interval tracks are just so annoying.
Right.
But Rainbow Road, the Rainbow Road on Mario Kart World is like the greatest track that they've ever created. And it's ridiculous how good that track is. And it fundamentally does play like 8. It's just this, it just doesn't quite have the source that 8 had. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't understand.
8 is weird because they just made so much money off of that.
Well, yeah, they sold like 50 odd million, 50 odd million copies. Yeah, it's just like they didn't even have DLC in it until like the Switch version came out. It was so weird.
Yeah,
like,
it's just kept going.
But the fact was, I put in like 400, maybe 500 hours on the Wii U version on a console that was dead, and then I put God knows like 300, 400, maybe 500 hours into this one. It's like I've put so many hours into 8 Deluxe, and I think it's just hard to sort of move on from that. And actually, I don't know if I want to. I found the fact that had I not bought it digitally, I think I would have sold World by now. But because it's digital, it's always there. It's not a problem.
Right.
Oh, okay, well, Gorney's just corrected me. 79.05 million copies, and 8.46 of them were on the Wii U.
That is insane.
I mean, it's the highest selling Wii U, Switch game there was. Just stupid.
Wow.
So, yeah, I will play it again, and I'm pretty sure that Mike's new game chat or game share like Fridays that he's going to be doing, I'll probably play it through that.
Ruin the surprise.
I don't care, whatever. Sorry, Mike, I've ruined your time.
Also, I love that idea.
Yeah, so do I. So I'm sure I'm probably going to play it again through that, but I just don't see myself picking it up and playing it like I would do with Mario Kart 8. It was like, well, have I got time to do anything? Yeah, I'll go and do a quick time trial. All right, have I got like an hour? All right, I'll go and race a few games online. World is just not that for me. It's not going to be that. Roaming around the free world just isn't like as fun as it should be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my week in gaming. Kylie, tell us, how's your week been? Yes. What have you been playing?
Well, for the hundredth millionth gazillionth time, it's been very hot here.
Yeah.
That's why I look janky AF right now, and I don't even care. I do not have makeup on. I am not dressed well, but it's because it's too hot.
How hot is it?
How hot? It's so hot. I don't have sweat glands. Like, that's not even a joke. That's just a fact of life. And I always have to remind people of that because nobody thinks that way. They don't understand. They just, why? Why would anyone be able to relate to that? They can't. That's an impossible thing.
It's so hot over here. Even Satan had to put deodorant on.
There you go. There's a wholesome joke about Satan.
Yeah. I mean, I could have said that it was... No, let's not. Let's move on.
Nope. Let's not. I've been avoiding certain things. But the reason why I bring that up, and then I was an idiot who went to the gym twice this week, even though being ordered by a doctor not to leave the house. But I had to. I took ice packs, and every time I did a move, I just rubbed myself down with ice packs. Because I'm a dork who is an idiot, and no one tells me no. So I just do things.
I mean, I would tell you no if you picked your phone up at any point in time.
Yeah. So I look at it, I pull the drop down and go, oh, look, somebody messaged me. Then I throw the drop down.
I know, because the funny thing is that actually I message you and it still says that you're on WhatsApp. You're like, I'll see you Friday.
I saw
you've seen my message. Cool. Sweet.
I'm like, I saw it as soon as you sent it. I just drug it down and then threw it back up. Yeah, so that's to say I've been at home all freaking week, only being able to conduct business by email, which is really hard to do when you're in my line of work.
Yay, it's like COVID all over again.
It really genuinely felt like that, and I was so frustrated. But that meant that I was on my, I almost said Switch. I was on my Steam Deck, like,
massive
24/7. Not even gonna lie, my game addiction kicked right back in.
So you were playing with a massive dick.
Yes, I was playing with a massive dick. All week long, 24/7. But I played. I might have mentioned. No, we haven't had a show in forever.
We haven't. No.
I played Supermarket Chaos, which is about a supermarket that's been exploded, and you have to put all of the little items back up on the shelves. And then they released a new map, an update, where it's a convenience store. and you had to put all the items back up on the shelves. And Tanker says decking around is the best bit of fun. Yes.
I think what you're meaning to say is dicking around.
Dicking around. Yes, yes. I must do it with the appropriate accent.
Yeah, because it sounds better when you say it that one.
It does. It does.
Because I think that's the point in which he's going for.
Yes, yes. Dicking around is the best bit of fun. I have to agree. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Supermarket Chaos. And then, but what inspired me to play Supermarket Chaos, and, you know, look, I have a terrible announcement to make. I know it's going to take everyone by surprise, but apparently I have Asperger's. So.
Oh, wow. Shocking.
Wow. So I just really love organizing.
In other news, a bear poops in the woods.
Yes. So I just spent hours organizing stuff, and I'm just sitting here going, what is wrong with me? Why do I love this? But I do.
Why do I love this? Asperger's, that's why.
Asperger's. Dagger's like, what? No, never. I know. Shocking. But the thing that inspired me to play that game was the arkane librarian tidyup, which, if you've seen, it's kind of almost a meme now. It's all over YouTube, or it was anyway. And it's a library that exploded. I have to put all the books up. So that's how much fun I had. Wow. I just say the things that I do, and I think, wow, how fun is that? But it is fun. I enjoyed it. And then I played, in order to keep cool, like in my brain, I can convince myself, I played Subnautica Sub-Zero. I'm still playing it. The problem is with Subnautica, it's always gorgeous. Like, it is a gorgeous game. Again, I have not played Subnautica 2, and I may not, or it's going to be a while. But Subnautica and its standalone DLC, Subnautica Sub-Zero. Not Sub-Zero. Below Zero.
Below Zero.
I was thinking of Sub-Zero. Mortal Kombat. It's a beautiful game, but it's frustrating because it is a survival game as well, which I love survival games, survival crafting. But it's ruthless to the point of frustration. And you can turn everything off. It's very similar, like Grounded, frustrates me. There's no spiders, by the way, in Subnautica.
No, just spider-like monsters.
No, there's just a robot that's a spider robot, but he's your friend. And
nah, you're cool. I'm good then. I'm good.
It's just neutral. But another thing is their map system is terrible, which is just bad. They'll like say, oh, you have this place to go here. Now remember, it's an ocean map, so it's not like a flat surface. It's depth. So say you have to go find this mine over here. Well, you may go to that spot, but your
map is like it's flat, so it doesn't exactly tell you. So you don't. Yeah, I'm guessing
it's like
you don't have a depth
meters
meter
below. No, exactly. There's no depth, measurement or whatever, and then you die because you run out of oxygen, or you run out of food, or you run out of water. That is frustrating. So I flipped it over to creative mode because I couldn't stand it anymore. Now I just take 5 hours to find the stupid thing on the map. Hello, Pilot. Oh,
he's a sports ball lurking. Yeah, makes sense.
But now I've reached the part where I really care about, which is the building part. I love building and building games, which leads me to my next game that I played, which is House Builder 2. Ghani's doing the same. Sports ball lurking. But House Flipper, I said House Builder. That's a different game. I do really want to play construction. And then there's one called Landlord or British Landlord or something. And I want to try that. But that's not my point. Point is, I'm playing House Flipper 2. As I mentioned briefly on our community night, I like to take old blueprints, old house plans from like just any era that I can find house plans, and I rebuild the house in various games, and it's fun. The only problem with House Flipper 2 is it doesn't have curves, or I haven't figured it out yet.
Well, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it could be that I just haven't figured it out yet. I need to play around a little bit more. Pilot says, surprise Pete isn't doing the same. Oh, he is. He is. Yeah.
Come on.
Come
on, Pilot. You should know me by now, mate.
See, for the folks at home, Pete lifted up his phone with the game on it. Is that why Pete is sitting in the dark?
No.
That's his real reason. He was born to it, raised by it.
Molded by it.
Molded by.
I hadn't seen the light until I was a man, and by then it was too late.
Oh, man, that took me out of the movie so fast. Anyway, not my point.
Talking about ADR, yeah, from earlier on in the pre-stream.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Why do we keep referencing stuff that happens pre-stream?
I guess. You know what? We just want people to come check us out at twitch.tv/rabbit-reviews for a pre and post show.
Do it.
But yes, do it. But as far as games, I think that was it. I feel like I played something else too.
Whatever. Look, it's been a couple of weeks. We've played a hell of a lot of games.
Yeah, we played a lot of games.
Oh, you definitely have.
Something. Oh, I played boltgun. I do want to say boltgun. Yes. So apparently, against my will, I am gonna become a 40K freaking Space Marine. Yes. Space Marine fan. I keep trying not to be into Warhammer. I have tried and fought for decades to not be a Warhammer fan. I'm gonna be one. I'm gonna have to just face it.
Don't, because I'm being told the same thing by you know them anyway, my best friend.
Yeah.
They keep going, you should get into Warhammer. I'm like, I don't have space, I don't have time, and I don't have expendable income.
Exactly.
And they're like, but just do it. I'll give you something to get you started. I'm like, yes, but that's a gateway drug.
That's what they do. That's what they do. Well,
they're like, I am so miserable in myself. Like, I am gonna get you into this drug.
Yep.
No, I'm joking. They're not that miserable.
No. Yeah, I'm getting lulled into it, pulled into it, via their video games.
Yeah. See, now the problem is I've got credits on Audible, and I keep seeing the Warhammer books come up, and that is what sort of
the gentleman that I take care of, which Pete knows, Alan.
Yes.
He's a hardcore Space Marines, 40K Space Marines fan. He is reading every novel ever and telling me about it in great detail. I almost don't care, but then there's that part of me it's like, oh, this is like Halo. And he's like, yes.
Yeah.
See? You'll love this.
No, honestly, the same thing. They were talking to me about all the different factions and races, and I'm like, oh, I don't care. Yes. Oh, I'm Space Marines. No. Oh, you got this lot. I was like, don't. This is how they get you.
Yes, exactly.
God damn it.
We're gonna turn into a 40K podcast.
Oh, bloody hell! The next thing you'll know is there'll just be figures just all the way along the wall. It will just be like chaos everywhere.
Chaos, Space Marines everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, you see what I did there? I did it on purpose.
Yep. I'll just be painting while Pete's talking. Anyway.
I think it would literally just be a painting stream. We just won't talk. We'll just paint. Just get the camera, get multiple angles, all that, We've already thought production value. It's happening, guys. This is a Space Marine, it's a Warhammer stream from now on.
Yeah.
No, over my goddamn dead body.
Boltgun, much like Space Marines 2, is basically very similar to Doom. Well, boltgun is like the original Doom, but it's also like Quake. It's a boomer shooter, as they call it now, which I just used to call a game. That's how old I am. It's the games I used to play, like Hexen and all of that. And it's fun, and I love it. And you get to shoot things, and they explode with lots of blood and guts, which is all my favorite.
Cool, 10 out of 10. Would recommend then.
It's really fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, cool.
But it is old school. Like the graphics are old. Everything's old. So, yes, that's my summer vacation. And also, welcome to my TED Talk. But that means we're going to transition to, I'm going to assume, some not as fun news. Because this is the video game industry. And what we do is talk about the video game industry. And it's not great. Pete,
True.
How's that for a segue?
Well, it's the perfect segue to talk about everything that's been going on, because yes, we've missed a hell of a lot since we've been on here. So let's have the quick TLDR on some of the things that we did miss.
And I'm glad we missed it. It was terrible stuff.
Asher Sharma did some things. Xbox did some things. Whether or not they were good things, no, they were not. There were job cuts. There wasn't studio closures like we thought, but studios going independent. One of them, we won't talk about one particular studio because that's going to come up later on in it. Well, two studios actually, and what's going on with them. Maybe three.
Right. Okay.
We'll talk about those later on. There will be a bit more discussion about what the hell PlayStation decided to do.
What's wrong with them? What is wrong with everyone?
The removal of discs from January of 2028.
Yes.
We will definitely talk about that more later. There was obviously the GTA 6 pricing, the fact that it's an all-digital game, code in the box.
With tears, people.
So no, like tears, so the Ultimate Edition includes content that's locked off from the main edition.
It's horse armor all over again.
Oh no, it's worse than horse armor. Horse armor was the start. This is just the natural end point of how crap this is. And believe you me, there's been some things that have been said in various Discord channels that I can't repeat on here. I cannot repeat.
I love what Nana's doing in the.
Well, what was it? Someone posted up something in a Discord I'm in, saying about how it was like, this is when it was not long after, it was like, day 5 of Sony not commenting on the disc things, and I went, day 5 since I gave a crap what Sony thinks.
You will own nothing!
So, I'm honestly not doing this for dramatic effect. I promise this, because I've said it before, but I seriously mean it. That PlayStation 5 next to me is a paperweight now. I will not be playing or buying anything on it ever again. I will be selling it. Yeah.
I am likely borrowing someone's PlayStation just to play Wolverine. But outside of that, I'm done.
Well, I've made the not so dramatic decision that actually I am refusing to even buy Wolverine. As much as I want to play the game, I am not buying it.
I'm gonna borrow it.
I'm not touching it. I am not touching my PlayStation for this reason. I cannot. I've done it before with Activision. I've done it before with Ubisoft.
I've watched you.
If there's something I don't agree with in their business practice, I will refuse to support them. And PlayStation, I refuse to support. So sorry, Sony, you're not getting my money. To be fair, I'd already made the purchase of Marvel Tokon before this news happened, and I was getting it on Steam anyway. Even that pisses me off because I don't know if you heard about this.
What?
PlayStation ID required to play the game, meaning that it's now locked off for about 100 and something countries, like Helldivers 2 was. Yeah. So thanks, Sony, you've completely ruined the launch of that game before it even came out.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm an Apple girl. I'm staunchly an Apple girl. Have been since I was a teenager. Make of that what you will. This last, I don't know how long ago, but this last update, because I take forever to update my stuff, it asked me to verify I was over 18.
Yeah, I hate that.
My phone. My own phone with my browser. My dirty sites. No, I'm kidding. My browser. What I want to look at. What I want to download. It was like, no, you have to prove you're 18.
No.
Luckily, my email was so old. It was like, you've had this account longer than 18 years. 'Cause
Nice.
how old I am. It just like said we're not even going to verify it, which is cool. But the idea behind it that I have to verify after buying a very expensive product that I own, that's mine.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what's happening, but I can't do this ID crap.
No,
If I
I
buy
can't
something,
either.
it's mine. Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, so that just puts a little bit of a,
Mhm.
not a dampener, but that's just the quick rundown of all the crap that happened over the last month, let's say.
It's the cherry on the beep cake.
The poop cake.
Yes. It's the cherry on top. Man, this week. And then we forgot something else. Oh, the Steam pricing for the
Oh god, yeah, the Steam machine
Yeah.
pricing. Holy crap, and that
which
pretty much priced
Steam
me out of ever buying one.
Oh yeah, like me too. Like this is I gotta say this where it's a little bit more sensitive. I don't mean it to come off wrong, but I have a little bit more disposable income than the average person. I ain't buying that. I can't afford it.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. But they did explain why, and I do appreciate that. I really do.
I do as well, but actually, given the situation, I could probably go and buy a mini PC with some similar specs and
Yes,
probably still do it cheaper, even with. Gorny, I hate to burst your bubble, but Sony have now wound back their single player output on the PC. Wolverine will never get a PC release.
Well, don't say that, Pete. Maybe one day.
No, they've officially.
Somebody's got.
No,
Look,
they've
okay.
officially turned around and said they're not releasing single player games for PC anymore.
They did, I know. But here's my thing. I'm gonna say this little political rant.
God damn it.
Yeah, well, I've been drinking. I'm on my third glass. But if you're out there and you have any brains in your head and you wish to read a very cool book about what is happening in today's world, go read Not a Joke, Yertle the Turtle by Dr. Seuss. You laugh, but it's exactly what's happening. And what's going to happen is that the billionaire class are going to finally realize that none of us, even me, can afford to buy their beep. And they're going to start suffering because they're not going to be able to make money off of us because you can't get water from a turnip or whatever that saying is. I think it's blood from a turnip. I don't know. Whatever that saying is about turnips and yeah, that stuff. Whatever that is. If there's no money, there's no money. And guess what? They can't make money. And then they will be sad. So yeah, stop standing on the backs of the worker turtles.
Yes.
I'm a Trotskyist.
I mean, for once, I have to actually agree with you on this principle.
We have to be able to buy things to make the people above us rich. If we can't buy things, and yeah, I am including myself.
And they lose money, and then
they lose money, and also I lose money because.
But actually, I think that might be the best way: make them lose money, and then they might start winding these decisions back.
I mean, that's what they've always said. Vote with your wallets or whatever.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Xana says, Connie says pirated then. Yes.
Yes, agreed.
Xana says, I disagree with a lot of what PlayStation have done, but I will still play it as I have to do to keep my boyfriend's account from closing. But I understand why many people are choosing to stop their subscriptions. I think that there's going to be some people who, in like Xana's case, who can't, stop their subscriptions. But I still think it's going to balance heavier. More people have stopped their subscriptions.
But this is also on the back of the fact that 500 Studio Canal films then got removed from PlayStation, from the PlayStation Store, and even if you owned them, they took it away, like the license itself. So what's ever stopping them from going, well, we don't like what you're doing online, so bye.
Yes,
goodbye account. This actually happened recently with a Microsoft account with someone. I would nearly include this with the news. Someone who had like a OneDrive account and a Microsoft account for like 20 years, had pictures, documents, everything on there. They lost it because they got hacked, and Microsoft couldn't even recover it and wouldn't recover it. They have now got their account back after posting on social media and got all their stuff back, thankfully. But it was touch and go for a hot minute.
I bet. See, 2 points. First of all, Denker is right. Well, believe it or not, PS5 emulation is coming. Yes, it is. I'm a big believer in emulation. I'm just going to be open and say that.
Mm-hmm.
At quite an accelerated pacing, they also they got Astrobot in game.
Nice. Well, that leads me on to my next port of call. Is that I've started buying some physical games from the entire back catalogue.
Yep.
I have also decided to buy myself some bit of peripheral for my PC.
Yes, you should. Yeah.
A Blu-ray drive.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna be ripping my games from now on, and I am gonna create illegal backups of them.
I was gonna say, I literally said on my stream on Friday, and I'm not hiding this because I own them. I am buying used old DVDs for like £1 each or whatever, and I am ripping them, and I have them in on a hard drive. I have several hard drives.
Yep.
I mean, yes, you run the risk of losing that hard drive, but you might as well do it because that way no one can take it away from me.
At this point, I'm quite willing to just go to CEX, spend like £20 on like a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays, just back them up, return them, and then just do the same thing. Just keep recycling the money.
Normally, I'm very strict on you should follow the rules. You should blah blah.
No, the rules don't apply to them anymore.
But I was gonna say, I change the minute it becomes a against the consumer. The consumer should be protected at 100%. All costs. You know,
and actually,
consumer is what keeps me paying my bills. Exactly. So I want the consumer happy.
me too. The thing is that if they're changing the rules of ownership, where we don't actually own what we own anymore,
that's what I was gonna say.
The licenses now, like piracy is technically not stealing anymore because you don't actually own it. So if they try to get you done for piracy, you don't own what you're buying anymore. So screw them.
Exactly, because that's what I was going to mention when Pete was talking about that. If you look at the fine print of the Studio Canal, apparently on the fine print, not apparently, I saw it. Everyone else has seen it too by now on the internet. It says you don't actually own it. You don't own the license. You don't own anything. You just you don't own anything.
No, you're renting it essentially. All you're doing is just a digital rental. So if they don't like the fact that you've said something online, bye account, bye purchases, everything tied to your PlayStation account or your Xbox account or your OneDrive account, your Google account, everything.
Nobody,
especially with this whole social media ownership, like the whole digital verification, like digital ID system that's coming into the UK. That. The minute you say one bad thing about the government. Bye everything that you've worked for and the thousands of pounds that you spent on all your accounts. Goodbye.
Yeah. I'm too American for this. I am too I'm in charge of me. Nobody controls me. I get to do whatever and say whatever I want. Now, do I say or do whatever I want without consequence? No, there's consequences, social consequences.
Yeah, social consequence, not government kickback, basically.
It's very difficult for me because I'm from the home of the brave and land of the free, where we have First Amendment rights. But also, I'm very, very outspoken, and I'm very.
But yeah, we're the country that started it with the Magna Carta, and we've definitely fallen a hell of a long way away from that.
Yes, and I am so massively uncomfortable. I'm even uncomfortable. I know this is going to shock probably a lot of UK people. I'm very uncomfortable with this. Giving under 16s a freaking curfew
on social media.
Like, who the F are you?
I completely agree with you. I think it should be down to parental intervention, not government intervention.
Exactly, but I am very American. We have to make that very clear. So it's very difficult for me.
I get that, but I'm British, and actually I still think that it's government overreach. I don't think the government should be involved in how they dictate what they do with your kids. Like fining them for taking them out of school if you want to do so.
Yes,
you might learn more by being outside of school than you actually do in school. But hey, whatever.
Weird to me.
It makes no sense to me as well.
So Americans listening who don't know this, if you take kids, like your kids, you have to be like the parent. You're just not like a random stranger.
Parent or guardian.
Yeah, parent guardian. You take your kids and you go on vacation because vacations are awesome and you should go to Disneyland. We should all go to Disneyland, by the way.
I'm not willing to spend that kind of money, thank you.
Maybe not now, but eventually we should all go. It'd be fun. Anyway, not my point. My point is, if you as a British person take your kids out of school to go to vacation
and they deem it as an unauthorized absence.
Yes. As an American, that is so difficult for me to, that's a difficult concept for me to grasp. Because in America, the parents just rock on up and they're like, look, I'm taking little Susie out of school for a week. Here's my reason. Suck it.
Basically, yeah. Most of the
I
time,
don't
you're
know,
only,
it's
to be
weird.
fair, like most of the time when they were doing it in Texas, they were literally just going to the other side of the state because one, that's all.
Yes,
One, that's all
yes.
they can afford, and two, it took like a
He's
day
not
to get there.
wrong. Yeah, it takes like 18 hours to drive across Texas. So yes, we stayed in Texas to vacation. He's right. He's not
I mean,
wrong.
that was such a terrible stereotype, but actually, it's
Terrible,
somewhat
but it's
accurate.
true. It's very true. But yeah, 7 Irelands can fit across Texas.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway, should we actually talk about like some proper news that actually happened over the last week? Holy
I'm
crap!
gonna keep drinking, and we're just gonna keep talking. So wow, I'm already halfway through.
Okay, so like an arrow to the knee, the God of
Oh,
War
gosh.
TV series seems to be having a bit of an issue.
What would that issue be? Video games.
Because the live action God of War series is replacing its lead actor after an on-set injury took place in the last month.
Oh no! Okay, I actually didn't know that part.
Yeah, so Ryan Hurst was announced to play Kratos in February, but is now being recast after sustaining an on-set injury in June. Originally reported by TMZ last month, Hurst sustained an on-set injury where he tore his biceps while filming a stunt and required surgery as a result.
So, my trainer, who's also my friend, he tore his ex-professional rugby player. He tore his bicep.
Yeah, they hurt like hell.
That's not an easy recovery. That is
no,
weird.
that probably requires you to be like that the entire time without flexing anything.
You can't do jack crap. So yes, that is not a little like, oh well, suck it up, Buttercup.
No, you can't do.
No, you're out. You are out.
Yeah.
But you know, why didn't they get the guy that does his voice? He's an actor. I forgot his name. He's in Stargate.
Christopher Judge.
That's it. He should just be Kratos. He's just so what?
Don't no, because
I don't care.
No, because you know exactly the kind of discourse that would happen immediately after that. Because we all know how online discourse works these days. Oh, he's from Greece and he's black, and that's not how it works.
Yeah. It's so stupid. He's like a big, strong guy, and he's Kratos' voice. Boy.
Well, Kratos' voice from God of War 2018, not before then.
Yeah. No, exactly.
But anyway.
But yeah. But also, Kratos looks way different than he did before. He was like tall and skinny. He was muscular. He was tall and skinny.
He's tall, skinny, muscular, and an absolute sex addict.
Yes, very. I really like his I mean, I used to love the original God of War games. Don't get me wrong. I still love them, especially the giant snake. That was like, oh my gosh. But the evolution that they did of Kratos is just amazing.
I really enjoyed it. Anyway, so at the time, the reports said production had been halted on the show, and there's no sign of when it would resume. With some sources worried that it could be as late as 2020, could be as late as 2027. So now Deadline reports that the show's production studios, Sony Pictures and Amazon MGM, have taken the unfortunate decision to recast Kratos after realizing that recovery to full strength bicep tear can take up to a year.
Yes, it can. And I'm talking about my friend. He is very young. He's very healthy. Like I said, rugby player. It took a year.
Mm-hmm.
So they are not. That's not a joke. That's not lying. That's not anything.
Anyway, production is now expected to resume in October after a preparation phase is starting in August. So expect to hear news on the recasting of Kratos. I saw the image, obviously, of Ryan Hurst that they put out, and actually he looked reasonable as Kratos, and he had no issue with it whatsoever.
Is he like natty? Is he natty muscles, or is he steroid? Because I feel like Kratos should be steroided up. That's kind of like Conan in the 80s.
Okay, so I'll try my best to do this, but this is obviously quite difficult to share screen well. But if you, I'll zoom in. This is the image, the only image that they've posted up.
Okay, the little boy is making me giggle.
I know it's not like that.
That's not right.
Him, I'm not right. Like Atreus. I'm not sure about, but yeah, Kratos looks fine. Like he doesn't look terrible. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible.
He's natty. He's not like crazy steroided up.
No. Anyway, right. I'm gonna stop sharing my bloody screen. So because that is annoying.
boy, that's a comedy right there.
Yeah. Right.
But
Anyway.
Davis says, at least it isn't Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Man, have you seen Dwayne
Yeah.
Rock Johnson? He's like he lost all his. He took his muscles off. He's
Oh no! If you've seen him in the new Moana, like he looks awful.
And I don't know why he would stop the steroids before Moana, because it seems like that's the character you're playing. I
have
don't know.
No clue, honestly.
John Cena, the Kratos.
Oh, please don't.
I would watch it. I would watch it.
Yeah, but the big problem is you won't be able to see him.
It's true. Yep.
Terrible jokes aside, let's move on to the next story.
Yes.
Because let's talk about Japanese.
Get through this.
Let's talk about Japanese games and game developers as a whole. Because a new report on Japanese online game developers claims that 100% of those surveyed use generative AI tools.
Okay.
So the Japanese. Anyway, shall we read the story and then have some comments?
Yeah.
Let's have some comments.
Okay.
So the Japanese Online Game Association, the JOGA, for acronym, has been conducting surveys with online game developers since 2004 and has now published its 22nd annual report, the JOGA Online Game Market Research Report 2026. That really rolls off the tongue.
Yep, that's what she said.
Joker stresses that this report that was so awful. I don't know why I laughed at that.
We have to laugh. Oh, let's laugh or cry. Let's laugh.
True. Yeah, true. Right. Anyway, Joker stresses that this report relates only to domestic Japanese games that are, quote, played via the internet regardless of device. It doesn't include console or PC games, nor does it include mobile games that are standalone offline experiences, which doesn't let users connect online. So this is very narrow. This is the most narrow that you can get with a with a very inflammatory title, let's say.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, so according to Famitsu's coverage of the report, 100% of online game companies surveyed said that they use generative AI tools.
Wait, they had one. They had one they could survey out of that.
The most frequently used of these tools is Google Gemini, which 94% of the respondents said that their company used. Other popular responses were Claude at 84% and GitHub Copilot at 76%.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when asked which tasks each company generally delegated to generative AI tools, the most common responses were analyzing user preferences and predicting user behavior.
Okay. Now, finish. Because I have things to say.
Yeah, fine. As well as the companies making the games, the survey also questioned a number of users who played them. They too were asked about the use of generative AI in making the games they play. According to the survey, a number of respondents said that they were concerned that games infringing on copyright were more likely to appear in the future, and that it seemed likely all the games in the future would be similar to each other. While the survey only focuses on online games, the use of generative AI among console and PC game developers has been increasing. In April, Google Cloud Global Director for Games, Jack Busser, however you pronounce it, claims that practically every major game development studio uses AI in game development now, and that not all of them are comfortable disclosing it yet. Busser told MobileGamer.biz that Google's own tools like Gemini and Nano Banana Pro are used by some studios to remove the drudgery and repetitive low-value work. That's a quote, by the way.
That is wrong.
In game development.
So wrong.
But that while many studios use them, the fact that AI is a divisive topic means they kept it quiet about it. So, shall we? Do you want me to read the quote as is by this Mr. Jack Busser?
Bussin'. Yes.
But no, I'm not doing it. So I think what players don't realise is their favourite games right now were already built with AI. Those games have shipped, we did a survey around Gamescom last year with studios all over the world. Roughly 9 out of 10 game developers told us, yeah, we're using it. Now you'll see other surveys from other organizations that have more around like 40 to 50%. And you might ask yourself, well, that's still a large number. It's still almost half of the developers out there. What's the gap? And that gap is basically developers' willingness to tell you whether the fact of the matter is that it's being used.
Unbelievable. Gani says, scary that there was a ChatGPT advert on the footy coverage. It's listening to us. Of course, it's always listening.
I mean, I get adverts for ChatGPT all the time now.
Well, here's what I want to say. As far as AI is concerned, first of all, if you're going to use it to code, please use Claude. Claude is way better for coding than any of them.
Please write your own code yourself.
I mean, this is the thing. I have to be very vague with what I'm about to say, but the gentleman that I take care of works for a certain industry, and in that industry, they are being forced to use AI. They're being forced to justify the cost of the AI. And these are all very highly skilled people.
Mm-hmm.
Highly skilled people who do not need AI. So they're coming up with just generic tasks to like throw towards AI. So the people who are doing this are not the developers themselves. This is all trickle down from the top.
Yep.
It's superfluous to their needs. They're wasting money on it. AI is very good for one thing. Well, I'm not gonna say one thing. It's probably good for several things. But in my mind, analytics, it's very good at and predictive. It's called I'm not gonna be able to pronounce this word. Probabilistic. Because it's probability,
yeah.
but listic on the end of it. Predictions.
Mm-hmm. Let me weigh in there. I actually think one of the other things that it's really good at is one of the tasks that people don't like to do in certain industries, transcribing.
Transcribing is pretty good, but you still need a human to go over it.
Yes, agreed, yeah.
That's the thing. A lot of these companies are relying on AI with no human oversight. Oh, in fact, you guys might have heard this story this week. A lot of people who use Amazon AWS got bills for their usage. Their monthly bills came in. And instead of being $1,000 or £1,000 a month, which is still quite upper echelon, they got billed for billions, and one company got billed for trillions.
Amazing.
Because there's no human oversight. So this AI sent out these bills that are just insane. Absolutely
and then they
insane.
got a lot of kickback from all these customer calls that were going. It was like, why have you charged me this much? What?
Yeah, exactly. People are going to be like clawing to get their money back. Depending on what country it is, they might even get sued. But the point being that AI isn't the enemy. AI isn't an inherently bad thing on its own. How it's being used or abused by like company heads, CEOs and stuff is what's awful.
Yep.
And if they're doing this without human oversight, it's making your product the quality is lower. It's not a good quality product. And yes, and just as they said, games are going to come out and they're going to be the same. Movies are going to come out and they're just all of a sudden going to be the same. It's the same iteration over and over again. I mean, we're already doing that with no AI. Yeah. Imagine how it is with AI. It's just going to be the same iteration over and over and over again. And people are not going to want to buy that. Like, I love Halo. I'm not going to buy 5 different games that are just Halo.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not, I don't want to do that. That's not fun for me.
I don't want to talk about it too much because it's obviously my job. I don't talk about my job in that respect.
Very vague.
But the industry that I'm in, I feel it can't be done by an AI. I don't feel like it really should be done by AI. there's a lot of decision making that should be done with a human touch.
Yes.
But it's
yes.
like one of the people within this team that I'm in as the wider department has been using AI for one of the jobs that we've been doing, and I am now concerned about where it is going because that person is now leaving, and yet the job description that came in to replace their job said that they must be able to utilize AI.
I again maintaining vagueness. You probably hear Artie. He's barking.
He hates AI like everyone.
He does. A job description for the gentleman that I take care of. A job offer was made to him. All AI based.
Mm-hmm.
The salary range. This is not a joke. This is not a joke, guys. The salary range was $150,000 a year to $200,000 a year.
God damn.
Yeah, I was like, maybe you should think. He's like,
Money.
I am not. He's like, no, because the bubble is gonna burst. And
I mean, at what point do you realize you're selling your soul, pretty much?
Exactly. But this is the ruthlessness of these AI companies. They have money and they are just throwing it.
Yep.
Yeah. I've never seen a salary in those digits in my life. I'm just like
what the
But it is an AI company.
What the hell is this?
What? Oh no, Pete's
it's the football. It's like the
no.
It's because it's in America. They're doing a halftime show. What the crap is this?
I was gonna say, explain to Americans at home, because even though we're hosting, I'm in America.
What in the crap is this?
Even though Americans are hosting it, Americans don't watch it. What is happening, Pete? Because
what the hell? They've got the Muppets out as well. What in the world is this? What?
So does soccer not have a halftime show?
Never. What in the fuck is this? Look, there you go. You can see it. What the hell?
It's so much.
We have never done a halftime show ever in the history of a World Cup final.
Maybe.
And they've literally rolled out Ronaldo, like classic Ronaldo, and Ronaldinho, two legends of the game, to be involved in this. And it's like, please do not tarnish their images.
Soccer would be more popular if they had a halftime show.
No, football is already the most well-played and well-watched sport in the world. You can screw off.
I'm being intentionally provocative.
I know. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that's cut through the AI discussion because it's Madonna doing it.
Oh, yeah. Gosh. Oh,
and now it's some K-pop. What in the world?
Says, oh Lord, this is a train wreck, and God, he's like, K-pop.
Like, part of me wants to turn the volume up, but I know we'll get struck if you hear it, so I'm not doing it. But holy Jesus, what in the...
Oh my gosh, I can't believe Madonna's there. Oh, wait. That's like K-pop singer voice.
BTS, is it?
I don't
know. I don't know K-pop.
I have a friend that's really into K-pop.
Me too.
She's my age, too.
So. My work colleague's about my age.
Yeah, see, that's, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea, but she loves it. Yeah, Gani says yes, it's BTS, and Nana says I think it's BTS.
Oh my days! How the hell did I know that? That's a worrying sign of.
Because that's the only K-pop thing that any of us know.
Good God! Anyway, shall we move on? Because I don't want to talk about AI, and I definitely don't want to talk about a halftime show.
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and drink this full bottle.
Oh, wonderful! Let's get on to some great news, shall we? I mean, great news. Definitely the thing that I put in.
There's a Fallout 5 teaser.
No, we're getting to it. We're getting to it.
Ted Lasso, yes.
So this is the story that I affectionately called I don't even know what to say. I'm stumped, honestly. Oh, it is actually Ted Lasso. Holy crap!
I figured that's why Gani was shouting it.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Awesome. Fair enough. So. Yeah, this is the acronym news story. That's what I was looking for.
It's really awful, isn't it?
I don't even know. I don't even want to put the sound on.
We Americans know how to throw a party. You
Oh
should
my
have
god,
a
it's Justin
halftime show.
Bieber. Oh my god. Good freaking god, get it off. I've closed my phone, I've had enough. Get out.
You guys
Anyway.
should have more halftime shows in soccer, is all I'm saying.
No, anyway, so yeah, I was saying so when I saw this news story, I was like, right, this is the acronym news story, and you'll understand why when I say it soon enough.
Okay.
The EU has approved the PIF's acquisition of EA. Now do you see what I mean?
Oh, yes, I do.
So,
Jesus Bieber, liven it up a bit, would you? Oh no.
I mean, I'm not saying what I was just about to say. That would be worrying if I said it.
Oh no.
You know what? Screw it, I'm going to say it. Looks like P Diddy really screwed him up.
Okay, we're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, I know. Don't care.
Tom Cruise says Danker.
I don't care. Anyway, so a new report indicates that the European Union is set to grant approval to Saudi Arabia's public investment funds for the acquisition of EA. Yes, I know, Nana. I'm sorry.
No surprise with the EA thing.
Yeah. The report comes courtesy of Reuters. The $1 trillion public investment fund announced the deal alongside Jared Kushner's affinity partners.
No, I love Shakira.
She was involved in the opening, which is fair enough. Like it was in Mexico.
I love Shakira. Yeah, she's great.
So Jared Kushner's affinity partners and private equity firm Silver Lake. Oh God, Silver Lake. In September 2025, deal values at 93.4% stake in EA at $55 billion. Still not quite 69 billion.
Nice.
EA shareholders approved the acquisition in December of 2025. We don't care. I'm moving on. Anyway, that was the story.
I'm not surprised.
Anyway, shall we touch on something lighter before we then move on to probably the biggest news story that affects you most?
I would like to touch something.
Okay, right. So, anyway, I'll talk about this news story, and then we'll talk about something that happened afterwards that was quite funny.
Okay.
So,
agreed.
A UK trade organisation for physical and digital entertainment sales has criticised Sony's decision to stop making disc versions of PlayStation games. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah.
So obviously we spoke about that earlier. That as of January 2028, they will not be doing any physical games. There was a report going around it was only Sony games. I don't know where they got that from. No, it's all games that are sold on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Idiots. They were like, it's only first party. It's like, no, it is not. This pretty much hampers down the fact that the PS6 will not be a physical console.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm confused anyway.
I don't know. Anyway, so now the Entertainment Retailers Association, the ERA, which defines its role as championing the retailers and digital services who connect music, video, and game creators with UK fans, has condemned the decision, saying it harms players and retailers. Quote,
yes.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. Let's get into it anyway. So, anyway, bear poops in the woods, as we say. Water is wet, and all of that.
Yeah.
Quote, PlayStation's announcement the major games will no longer be available on disc is a triumph of corporate convenience over consumer choice. Eloquently put. Every year, millions of gamers choose to buy physical copies because they value true ownership. A disc can be shared with family, traded in, collected, preserved, and crucially, still played years from now. A download license often offers none of those freedoms. So, according to the ERA, whose partners include HMV, Asda, and Morrison's. So for those in the UK or in the US, will not know what the hell we mean by those.
Does HMV still exists?
It does. It revived itself, which I was surprised about for like the third time.
Oh wow!
So
Miss Piggy and Kermit are out there.
So Game is a game, like, as to be expected. It's Game Shop.
Mhm.
It's terrible. It's owned by a company called
Yeah.
the Fraser Group, which is Sports Direct, and they're an awful company.
They are.
They've pretty much
I still buy from them, but
they've ripped out all of their game, the independent game
Mhm.
shops themselves, and pretty much put them in Sports Direct shops.
Yeah, it's weird.
HMV is basically a music and entertainment like company. Used to sell CDs, vinyls, DVDs, Blu-rays, games,
Yeah.
and pop vinyls and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Still does. They died, they came back, they died again, and then they came back again. Weirdly
That's
enough.
crazy. I didn't know about the last.
So as there is a UK supermarket that's actually owned by Walmart.
Yes, or it used to be owned by Walmart. I think they sold, but it is.
I think they sold, but it is essentially the Walmart of the UK. And Morrison's, another one, is another supermarket. So
we don't have Morrison's. We have Asda though.
Fair enough.
Weird.
Anyway, so consumer data shows that a quarter of those under 25 use this.
You have Blockbuster?
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so according to the era, consumer data shows that a quarter of those under 25 use discs, and the total disc-based games market was valued at over 300 million last year, demonstrating that there remains a substantial and committed audience for boxed games.
Yes, and I used to be against I wasn't against physical media, but I was very.
But you were more for the digital future.
I really was. I didn't know it was going to turn into this. Now I'm the opposite. Yeah. Xana says game wouldn't allow me to trade my 3DS in once for a new one, but still took it and made. Oh, that's awful. That's terrible.
So do you happen to remember the Endgame quote from Thanos? You couldn't live with your failure, and so you tried your best to change it, and where did it lead you? Straight back to me. Yep. You couldn't avoid the digital future, and where has it brought you back to? Straight back to me. Physical games were always superior.
Yep. I mean, again, I don't often say Pete is right.
You've said it a lot, though.
We can go through 5 years of this, and the time that I've said Pete is right, the time that I've said has been in regards to physical media. Pete is right. I wanted digital media because I like fancy future stuff.
And you like convenience.
I like convenience, and I like not having piles of stuff. I love if I could just live minimalistic and have nothing.
But yet piles of stuff are the only way to go now.
I didn't know it was you will own nothing and be happy. If anyone knows that reference, Pete does.
Yes.
That was the World Finance, whatever. I forget what they're called.
You mean the World Economic Forum?
World Economic, yes, that's it. I remember when they released that quote, and I was like, "Oh." But the point is,
you will eat the bugs.
Yes. Apparently, we should be trying to eat bugs. I've had cricket flour. That's not a joke. It's awful and terrible. Full of protein, disgusting. But my point is, physical media. Holy crap! Why is this happening? I own a Steam Deck now because I'm sad, and I don't want to own a PlayStation or an Xbox ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I realize that the Steam Deck is not physical media, but they're different.
No. So I've had this out with so many people. This debate has gone on. Like, you get your Xbox, your Xbox, and your PlayStation, Sony ponies all turning around, and going, yeah, but you're on Steam. Like, you've not had like physical ownership since like 2004. And it's like, yes, but we also have choices about where we buy games.
Yeah, and
we have Steam. We have GOG.
Steam's the good guy.
Yeah, we have.
Yes, I love GOG.
So we have Steam. We have GOG. We have Epic to a point. We also have the option to do the one thing that people say you shouldn't be doing, but we've already mentioned because of digital licenses means ownership. It's called sailing the 7 seas if we don't agree with company crap.
I have an entire handheld that's not my Steam Deck that is every every console that has been released, and that's not a joke. Every console that's been released is on that. I will bring it down and I will show it off.
Oh yeah, we've spoken about it before.
Yes, we have.
I have also been tinkering around with the emulation software on the Steam Deck, and it is bloody excellent. It's bloody excellent.
Love emulation. I mean, Gani mentions Evercade. Evercade is definitely
Evercade is the way to go. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the one I have, but I mean,
No,
Evercade's
but
up there. That's a more commercial. If you're scared of tinkering in the background, which I'm not, Evercade is a great choice.
No, their devices are brilliant, and the fact that they've like licensed the games themselves, like, and they're actually on a physical cartridge.
If you want to
for
feel
play,
a little
it's
bit
fantastic.
safer, if you want to play by the rules, I think Evercade is the right way to go.
I'd be
I
on board.
don't.
Anyway,
I am a little bit dodgy and shady.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'll show off my thing next week.
Sure. I don't think we really need to go into this anymore. Basically, consumer company basically turns around and says, actually, physical is the way to go. Hooray! Finally, but it's not going to change their decision because Sony have been very quiet about it, which then leads on to this funny news story. Because an indie developer has said that their excitement of launching a game on PS5 was dampened by anti-Sony comments appearing under its launch trailer.
Well, you shouldn't launch on Sony. Duh, read the room. Haha.
Look, we can't. An indie developer didn't know they were going to get this kickback, did they? All right. Anyway, New Zealand studio Eat Pant Games.
I'd love that. I know that reference.
Has released Tito, a 3D platformer about a blob and a bunny who have to stop a shadowy corruption from spreading across the world. It's Sony, everyone. The shadowy corruption is Sony.
It was Sony the whole time.
Yeah. The launch trailer for the game was posted on the official PlayStation YouTube account. So this deal was clearly done months ago anyway.
I was going to say, yeah. I still don't launch on PS.
So as often happens, new games arriving on the platform. The studio has noted on Blue Sky, however, that after being excited to see the trailer had received more than 400 comments, they quickly realised that they were all related to Sony's recent announcement they're no longer releasing games on disc from January 2028.
I mean, literally, when the Wolverine trailer dropped, one of the first comments was, because Wolverine picks up a picture of, it's Jean. Picks up a picture of Jean and it's with him through the whole trailer. The first comment was, "Look how much Wolverine loves physical media and how important it is to him."
No, I think the funniest thing that people have been doing now, the two funniest things that have happened since this whole debacle, was people going back to that 2013 video of how do you share your games on PlayStation 4.
Oh, yes.
And commenting it as saying, looks like you can't do this anymore, sort of thing.
Oh my gosh. And I saw that live.
So did I. And now they're now taking the for the players and saying for the corporations.
I hate it.
I hate the future we live in.
I hate this timeline. I hate it. I hate it for several reasons, but this is one of them.
The quote from Blue Sky said, "OMG, our game just launched and PlayStation posted our trailer." The studio's message wrote, 400 comments. Well, I wonder what people think of our game. Oh no.
Yep.
So
Connie says, answer with your wallet, buy from others.
So at the time of writing, the video has 405 comments with examples including, "Don't let them destroy our future. We may not be silent. Keep discs alive." And we want to own our physical games. The trailer also received a large number of downvotes. Although downvotes are no longer visible on YouTube without the use of browser extension, players have still been downvoting anyway. The trailer currently has 950 downvotes versus 259 upvotes. Yeah, they can.
The original poster can see it because I can see my downvotes.
No, do you know why they removed that? Do you know why YouTube removed that? Do you remember what the reason was?
No.
To protect people's mental health.
Oh gosh. But you can still see it.
I
That's
know.
so
Well, that's the
weird. Because
stupid.
I see my
That's the
downvote.
stupid thing. It was clearly done because people were downvoting things to ratio, and they didn't like
Yeah.
people were doing it to ratio. But yet the creator can bloody see the ratio. It's stupid.
Exactly.
Anyway, so even
stupid.
big budget and critically acclaimed titles are now being affected. A new Spider-Man trailer for Marvel's Tokon Fighting Souls has 5,100 downvotes. And more than 1,100 comments, mostly talking about Sony's decision.
I mean, what did they expect? Nobody's happy with it.
Oh dear.
It's Yertle the Turtle. I'm telling you, go read Yertle the Turtle.
Yeah, I didn't even get to talk about that, but we'll talk about that in the post show anyway, because something happened with Marvel Tokon.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
I'll talk about that. Are you what?
You want to talk about it now?
Nah, we'll talk about it in the post show because it's going to deviate the show. We're already an hour and 20 in. We should probably get to the last 3 news stories.
Okay, I don't even know what time it is because I have drank
it's nearly 25.
Wow.
25
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, so let's get to the biggest news of the week. And this one affects you majorly because it's about Bethesda.
Yes, it is.
So, there's 3 news stories related to this. One of them is related to a Bethesda-owned studio. But let's get to Bethesda generally. So Bethesda has confirmed that Obsidian is now working on a new Fallout game. Fallout 5 is in pre-production, and that several Fallout remasters are coming.
Now, that news in isolation should, in fact, make me ecstatic. I should be over the effing moon. Because if you don't know, and of course you do, because you've listened to all 281 episodes.
280 episodes, because we're 281.
Well, yeah, they're listening to this one.
True.
Then you know that Obsidian made the best Fallout, which is Fallout New Vegas, which is getting a remaster, but we'll talk about that in a second. But that was Chris Avellone, and he's not there now. So this
he got cancelled. Stupidly, he got cancelled
for no reason. No reason. No reason. But that should make me happy. But in this world of I don't trust anyone or anybody, I'm not going to be happy about this because I'm too cynical to believe any of this. This is no.
Sorry, should we actually talk about the proper news story first before we go into the actual full faults? Holy Christ.
I should be happy about this.
I know. Should we build the picture first? Should we build the picture?
Okay, fine.
So, in a lengthy note published on Friday, the studio revealed what's planned for the future of its biggest games. Quote, Fallout is one... Oh, by the way, this was the funniest thing that did happen in the Discord. I think Nana posted this in the podcast chat, and I think a few people took notice of it. And then Jonathan posted it in the team chat, to which Temp then went... too long not reading that, basically.
Oh, no.
Which I actually agreed. I read the whole thing and I was like... Anyway, I'll get into my thoughts on it afterwards. It was quite funny. There was a little bit of an exchange there. It was good. It's good fun.
That was very good.
So, quote, Fallout is one of the biggest priorities today. Fallout 5 remains our long-range destination. And we have multiple Fallout projects in active development right now.
Oh, that makes me nervous. That makes me nervous.
A new Fallout 76 expansion is confirmed, which will serve as a prequel to Fallout 3. The note also confirmed that both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas will receive remasters.
Yes, I heard that. That's what I'm glad about.
We also know, so quote, we also know many players want to revisit previous Fallout experiences. Whilst we're not announcing any dates today, we have been working on remasters for both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah. Which is fine. They need to. It's time for that. Bethesda
Game Studios also confirmed that there won't be a Fallout Day broadcast this year, but the company will celebrate the 30th anniversary of the franchise with fans in 2027. As part of this, a live event will be held in DC.
Oh, that's the perfect place for it. Oh, 30 years. I'm really old, Pete.
So later in the note, Bethesda confirmed that Obsidian is working on a Fallout project. Quote,
Yes.
the Wasteland continues to expand as we team up once again with our longtime friends at Obsidian Entertainment. Longtime friends until you cut them out because of a bloody Metacritic score.
Yeah, and is anybody still there from the original Obsidian team?
They're only happy to be working with their longtime friends at Obsidian because they're now both owned by Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
So shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Todd
That's
Howard.
why I'm just... Yeah.
Coward. Anyway.
Yeah, Todd.
Yeah, Todd.
Yeah.
Well, now that Lion Ryan has gone from PlayStation and Big Philly S has now gone from Xbox, we need a new whipping boy, and I think Todd Howard the Coward is the one.
Todd would love it. Todd.
Yeah, Todd. It's just how it's going to be now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're happy to confirm that they're working with us on a Fallout project. We'll have more to share in the future. Of course you will. So it was reported last week that the Avowed and Outer World studio would be working on a Fallout game following Microsoft's recent restructuring. Speaking to Bloomberg, franchise director Todd Howard, said that he could not be more excited to work with Obsidian again. Yeah, of course.
I'm sure he is.
We're so happy to work with Obsidian that we've screwed them over for pay and bonuses because of a fucking Metacritic score by 1 point or 2 points, however much it was. Jesus Christ.
It was like 1 point. It was like 1 point.
So Howard went on to say he prefers not to speak about projects too soon. Try telling that to Elder Scrolls. Jesus Christ. Elder Scrolls 6 that's been in active development for however many freaking years.
11 years.
And had a PNG 8 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say it's actually been in development for 6, but it might as well be 11 years because that's when Skyrim dropped.
Are you sure about that? Skyrim launched in 2011.
I don't want to do the math. Don't make me do the math.
It was 2011, wasn't it?
No, don't say that.
No, it didn't. No. It was 11/11, 20... No, it came out on it definitely came out on 360. So it's before. So it was
11. It was.
Was it? Are we sure? Are we absolutely sure?
Yes, because I played it day one, Pete. Oh gosh.
Oh my god, it was. It was 11/11/2011.
Oh my gosh, I'm so old.
Holy, it's been 15 years. It's been 15 years.
It's been 83 years.
84, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of finding out in real time she's old since bigger.
Excuse me, I'm older.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Just wait till you find out about Pong. Hey, I remember being like 5 years old sitting in someone's lap playing Pong on the Atari. So I am actually quite old.
Me too.
Holy crap. I bought Skyrim on day one.
Anyway, so he doesn't want to speak about projects too early, but fans should have their expectations set appropriately. Okay. Quote, we do realise that we need to find a way to say a bit more so that our fans understand what we're doing and why, while also protecting that moment when you really see the games and you press play. The note closes by confirming that Elder Scrolls 6 is the studio's current focus, while Fallout 5 remains in pre-production.
So,
good
11
God!
11 years from now, we'll get Fallout 5.
Holy God!
I don't understand. I don't understand. These were two money makers. But I never understood why GTA 7 took
GTA 6. Yeah, GTA 7 took even longer.
Yeah, it did. But I never understood why GTA 6 took so long. And I have no interest in it now.
No, neither do I. Definitely not now with the whole digital code crap.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about GTA.
We kind of did. We kind of did at the beginning.
Did we? Okay,
we did.
Okay.
Like it was the TLDR news, so we could get caught up. Anyway.
Yeah.
Right, quote, our teams are now developing Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 on Creation Engine 3.
Oh, why do they still use that daggum creation?
A shared technology platform we've been building since Starfield's launch.
No,
It allows our teams to support multiple projects simultaneously with new tools, rendering, and systems that define our games. A system that was held together with duct tape, blue tack, and rubber string.
And that's it. Because holy crap, guys, no joke. The creation engine is old. It was old when Starfield launched.
It was old when freaking Morrowind was launched.
It was starting to age at that point. This is you won't hear me say this often, but this is a series, several series, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, and Fallout. They need to be an Unreal Engine at this point because the creation engine is super outdated. I'm not joking around. Starfield launched, no pun intended, Starfield launched behind. It was using the Fallout 4 creation engine. Holy crap, they are still trying to make that thing work. That's crazy. That's insane. This is getting me. This is awful.
Well, if it's anything like Elder Scrolls Oblivion remastered, it will be Unreal Engine 5 with all the talking happening behind the scenes with the creation engine. So it will be new jank on top of old jank.
Yeah, well, as Ghani says, and he is not wrong. Remember, I'm a Bethesda fangirl. That engine is a mess to start off with. Yes, the creation engine is known for being jank. Just like Pete said, it's never been a high quality engine.
Nope.
I kind of was like a little bit of a defender. Well, I wasn't a defender. I was a supporter with Fallout 3. And then we started to get Fallout 4. And I was like, well, maybe they can... maybe they'll make it work. I didn't know they were going to try and make it work for Starfield. When we found out live on this show that it was the creation engine being used on Starfield, I was like,
That killed my hope for me.
Yeah, it was like that. You're joking, right? No. And now they're going to keep trying. I just don't understand. It's a terrible engine, folks. It's a terrible engine.
So, quote... Fallout 5 is currently in pre-production. Elder Scrolls 6 is our primary development focus today, with the majority of our team currently working on the next chapter of the franchise. With over 65 million copies sold, players are still exploring Skyrim 15 years later. But we know it's been a very long wait for the sequel.
My gosh.
The game is never living up to anyone's expectation of what Elder Scrolls 6 should be, is it?
The problem here's the problem. Don't get me wrong. I really do like Skyrim. Oblivion's the far superior game.
Yes, it is.
Far superior. Skyrim offered dragons, which was amazing because that's the height of Game of Thrones. So I was like really, I love dragons. This is not a joke. Obviously. But
that's good.
Elder Scrolls Forever featuring Duke Nukem Ciscani. Exactly. But all Skyrim offered, people are gonna hate me for saying this, but was just a bigger map, which was great. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved that.
Bigger map and Dragonborns, and that's it.
And that was it. And then the mod community went nuts, which I loved.
And then they ruined it with the mod shop.
Well, this is the thing. And then we go that Fallout 4 did the stupid dumb shop, which they picked up from Skyrim. People were making free mods. But oh no, Bethesda can't let that happen. We have to make money. So then they got the free mods that you can go get.
And they monetized them.
And they monetized them into the creation store or whatever the frick it was called. I don't remember.
The creation store.
Was that it?
I think it was. It was such a generic name that nobody cared.
It was so stupid. And you had to pay for these mods that I was getting for free. And I've said this 1,000 million times. Fallout 4 sucks as a game, but I modded it into what I wanted and I loved it. Yeah, I'm just so disappointed. I'm so sad. I'm gonna drink now. ultimately, yes, Elder Scrolls should be their focus at this point because we have 15 years, Pete. 15 years. I played it day one. I still remember it.
I still
Thank
remember
you,
the day.
Santa.
Thank you. I still remember the day it came out. I remember.
I remember it, and I remember because Charles Martinet was the voice of the dragon, and I was like, oh, Super Mario.
Oh, it's a Mario dragon.
Yeah, it's a Mario dragon. It was really awesome. Let's not lie. Being able to fight dragons, even though I love dragons.
And then 6 years later, there was an actual dragon in a Mario game.
I mean, there you go. Which
in
is
Odyssey.
Also cool. That's true. And that was also cool. Wow, to think of that timeline.
I know, it's mad, isn't it?
Anyway, that's crazy. That's crazy. 15 years. I'm old.
I mean, you have got to wonder what the hell is happening at Bethesda that Asher Sharma has had to come in and go, we have gutted all these studios. You better pull your damn finger out and get Elder Scrolls and Fallout out of the bloody door soon before we cut you.
Todd Howard just was like, he pulled a Neil Gaiman. Now, Pete, as we know, we've established, Pete's not the biggest fan of the Fallout TV show.
It's crap.
I adore it. It's crap. Amazing. It's crap. I love it.
From a storytelling standpoint, it is a pile of dog crap.
From a fangirl, it's perfect. And you can tell Todd's very passionate about it.
Yet he's not the original creator.
He's not the original creator at all. And that does bother me. But it's fabulous.
He's walking around in a goddamn ghoul skin suit.
Unfortunately, I do think that Todd got a little too passionate about that project.
I think he got a bit too passionate about that project and spent far too much time messing around with Starfield.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, let's go and play in space.
They tried to.
Why didn't you actually create a freaking game?
It was supposed to be Fallout in space, and I was so on board. Literally, you can see the reactions of me, Pete, and Kieran. It's an evolution.
No, we're getting to it. We're getting to it. Don't read that comment.
Okay, I won't read that comment. We should probably move on. Because
we are going to. We are going to. But yeah, this is... So I'm not going to cover that because obviously that's all covered within that news story. So it was just talking about the free and remastered, whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah, which
it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm not. I don't care.
Yeah, but I'm going to play New Vegas. If they remaster New Vegas as well as they did Oblivion, I'm there. I love New Vegas. I play it once a year, every year.
Anyway, so we need to talk about id, which is why I said this is Bethesda adjacent.
I don't want to talk about id, but okay.
But unfortunately, we have to talk about id.
These are all my favorite games. You really?
I know. This is why I said the games industry is burning because this sucks so much. Dookie. It's unreal. Yes. So, id Software co-founder John Carmack. We know John Carmack.
Yes, we do. We know very well.
So, he has responded to the news that the Doom and Quake studio has been struck with significant layoffs as part of Xbox's big business reset, as it's called. So, earlier this week, this was at the time of the posting, which was, this was last week, to be honest. A warn notice. Now, Kylie, you've been in Texas. Can you tell us more about what a warn notice is?
A warm notice?
Warn, W-A-R-N.
I don't know what a warn notice is.
A warn notice filed in Texas indicated that 96 workers have been laid off in Richardson, Texas, where id is based.
That is, I've been there.
And a further 40 remote roles have been cut.
I will tell you.
Do the math. That's 136 workers.
So here's something about Texas that bit me in the butt.
Booty.
Texas is what's called a right to fire state.
Yay!
You know what that means. If you don't know what that means, because you
go listen to one of our previous episodes. But carry on.
The UK, the UK where you're protected, and the US, the worker is not protected. In Texas, they're really not protected. They can fire you for any reason. They can fire you for having blonde hair. They can fire you for being anything too tall or whatever. And you're like, oh, that's discrimination. No, states' rights. And guess what? They can fire you for any reason or no reason at all. It's called a right to fire. So they don't have to justify gutting big companies like id Software. Sad. It's a very sad thing. And guess what? The people who are fired, I know, because the only time I've been fired in my life was from a corporate position, because I never need to work corporate. I don't belong in corporate. You can't get workers' compensation. You can't get unemployment benefits. They just fire you and you have no money. They say, bye! Thanks! So these people
They don't even say thanks.
Oh, no. My company had a security guard walk me out to my car with a box of my stuff. And I looked at it. I was like, really? He's like, it's my job. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, oh, can I get unemployment? No.
Was that
they
the point?
Denied you.
Was that the point you realized you were autistic?
Probably. Well, I was literally like, side note, I was fired for being autistic. That's just hands down the way it is.
Okay.
Because I couldn't figure out the corporate world.
Yeah.
In the corporate world, you have to be pretend, and I'm not. I'm very real.
I know.
But my point is, with these poor people, if they get laid off, they have no compensation. None.
Cool. Well, thanks for that walk down Texas law. Appreciate it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
So,
there you go. And
anyway.
I've been to Richardson, Texas. It's a small town. It's not a big town.
Okay, well, Carmack, who was lead programmer of id's classic games, wrote on X that he was sanded by the news and conceded that he was struggling to feel anger without knowing the full details.
Yeah.
Quote, I have been trying to find something meaningful to say about the id Software layoffs. Microsoft will probably be a good steward of the brand statement isn't aging well. And this is certainly going to dampen the mood of the founder reunion at QuakeCon next month.
Oh, no! I bet John Romero's going to be there.
Probably.
He lives here now, but I bet he goes over there.
Oh, I know. Quote, so he continued,
no.
I'm saddened, but I can't muster anger or outrage over it. I don't have full access to the books, but I suspect that id Software was a marginal business from Microsoft's perspective. I believe the reports that Minecraft's revenues have been carrying several other studios. This is made in reference to the claim that was made in a Bloomberg article. Quote, to continue being produced long term, games need to succeed, not just be beloved. Yeah. Games are competing with every other option for spending your leisure time and money, and the competition is brutal. Carmack said he couldn't, quote, rule out the possibility that executives are idiots, and later and added that he felt that, quote, shouldn't be your default belief.
Yeah.
So, quote, I don't think there is any obvious path that would have doubled the revenue from id games. Could they have gotten more with a different pricing strategy? Could they have created more things for fans to buy? Could they have cost effectively marketed it in a way which reached more players that would have loved and bought the games? Could they have changed the game design to broaden the appeal to more players without alienating existing ones? Could they have produced the games at lower cost, faster or cheaper? I really don't know. The game isn't over yet, and I hope the studio rallies through.
Yeah, I mean, I assume he's talking about Doom, you know.
Oh, he's talking about everything, because you look at how you look at id as a entity now.
Yes.
You look at how they so look at what they are now, owned by Bethesda, owned by Microsoft. Oh, so were owned by Bethesda, now owned by Microsoft.
But now,
even during their time under Bethesda, what the hell were they doing?
I mean, just Doom, basically.
No,
I know they released some other things, but it wasn't good.
What was their main port of appeal under Bethesda?
I don't remember.
id Tech.
What was it? I mean, okay.
That's it. id Tech was the only thing that they produced that was fucking worthwhile, really.
That's
and then
valid.
Doom came as
I
a
forget.
result of id
I
Tech.
did forget about that. I did.
id Tech is the thing that
100% forgot about
has drove them for 30 plus years, and they have forever iterated on that id Tech engine for so many years.
Yes.
They're on id Tech
It's a
7
good
now,
engine.
and it is an incredible engine.
Good engine.
But it is
But
but unfortunately it's a niche product. It's very much like RE engine. It's like the creation engine.
But the RE engine is amazing.
Let me finish my point.
Okay.
They are like creation engine can suck my bum. It's a terrible engine.
It is bad.
But RE engine,
and Unreal is amazing.
id Tech, and
id Tech is
there
up
are
there
several
with
there are other engines out there as well. The proprietary
but these are the major ones.
Look, the proprietary engines that are developed by studio people are the ones that tend to be used a hell of a lot better. However, you need experienced people being able to push the strings in the background to know the intricate workings of the engine. And unfortunately, by taking most of these people out, they have ripped out and gutted the heart of id entirely by doing this. And their production of any game using id Tech is going to be severely hampered and dampened by everything. So whilst they might have been taking 5 years to produce a new Doom game, 2016 and then 2020 for Doom Eternal, and then 2025 for Dark Ages, and then it's DLC. So 9 years to produce 3 Doom games on id Tech. But one of them was produced on id Tech 6, and then produced on id Tech 7. So they have produced an engine in that time, or upgraded the engine in that time. 9 years is impressive for 3 games.
I mean, like, I was going to say person, that's not what I mean. The only comparison is Epic with Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Unreal, I say Unreal 6 is not.
Well, Unreal 5 at the moment is terrible, but Unreal 6 is the one they're working on presently.
That's the one they're working on, but it's also not looking great.
It's not.
But it is the strongest. It's number one. Let's
it is, yeah, because Unity is just awful.
Oh my gosh, Unity is terrible. Unity is for mobile games and
probably,
indies. But my point being that id Tech is up there. id Tech is strong. I actually forgot. You're correct. Epic makes its money off of Fortnite and Unreal. It doesn't care about anything else.
Not particularly, no. Anyway, the point I was going to make with this is that whilst id Tech is an amazing engine, like I said, that they need people behind them to be able to know the intricate details of it. What they should have been doing, and I don't disagree with John Carmack here, they probably should have been diversifying their portfolio a hell of a lot more. Whilst the harsh reality is now that Doom might be dead.
But this is my point.
They unfortunately need to be working as a support studio to some degree just to build funds up so they can fund their next project now.
Well, yes, which is kind of my point, was that I think they're trying to copy Epic.
Mm-hmm.
In that, they have, Epic literally, I know Epic releases other things. It tries to produce these little things here and there, but they don't do well. So we've got Fortnite and we've got Unreal, Rocket League. But so I think that id was trying to copy that. Not the Fortnite formula. Don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about the idea of having a strong game and an engine, which is a great thing. It's a great fallback. And then Doom is multiplayer and stuff. Now, see, Dangerous, but isn't Doom already dead? No. I mean, it depends on what you consider dead. In that it's still got a pretty massive multiplayer.
Mostly, yeah. Doom Dark Ages came out last year, and this year they've just released their DLC for it. So so they released the DLC for Dark Ages, and then this news happened. It's like, okay, I think Doom is probably dead now. Considering how I've seen some of the final things that happened within the DLC, I think that they might have known when they were producing this that actually these layoffs were happening, and there's a call out basically going, I think, you know, it's basically saying goodbye to Doom Guy, pretty much.
Yeah, but see, I don't want that to happen. I know that that's going to happen. I don't know. Again, this is where I have such a strong bias because I love Doom. I don't want to see it fail, but at the same time, I love Halo, and I know Halo's dead. Like, I know. I've had to admit it to myself. Halo is dead.
Doom is dead. Quake is dead.
Quake is dead. I still think Halo, fuck.
It's fine. I've already F-bombed. It's fine.
Okay. Doom. I think Doom still has a chance because, and this is why, because Microsoft has nothing else. It has nothing else.
I think they're gone. I think Doom is, as a franchise now, is over. I think it's done. Quake's gone.
I mean,
Microsoft
has nothing though.
I'll be honest, I think id as we know it is gone forever. Like,
I worry about that. But again, I would put id though. I think id's engine is pretty far up there though.
It is, but whether or not
Unreal.
but whether people at Microsoft are actually going to utilize that or just keep using UE5.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing that keeps blowing my freaking mind. Is that there are so many technologies out there. There's so many games out there, so many IPs or whatever. Even Microsoft itself owns. Rare, all of that. And they don't do anything with it. And then they complain about not making money. And I'm just like, but you own all these IPs and you're sitting on them and you're not selling anything having to do with them. Like, no joke. You're going to laugh. But if they put out a new Viva Pinata, do you know how many people would buy that?
That's rare, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've got lost in the football.
That's okay. Pete, I just said Microsoft owns Rare.
Yeah, I got lost in the football, like I said.
He's lost in the sauce, the football sauce. But my point being, like, why haven't they released all of, why are we concentrating on Sea of Thieves, which may be good. I need to play it.
I'll be honest. It's, we talked about,
or Banjo, as Daker says.
Look,
yes.
We sort of spoke.
Pinata, yes.
We sort of spoke around it. We didn't really go into much details about the full extent of the Microsoft layoffs. It was coming within this. The job cuts that they've done recently is only the first part of the job cuts. There's more coming next year, as it looks. And actually, I really worry that Rare are not coming through this.
Oh, they're not going to. They're so on the bottom of the list. But this is the thing I don't understand about any corporations right now, whether we're talking about video games, movies, or freaking whatever corporation. Why are they not giving the people what they want? Again, give us what we want. We'll give you money. I will pay lots of money if you give me what I want. If you don't give me what I want, I'm not going to give you money. I don't want to. I'm not going to buy a PlayStation 6. I'm likely not going to buy the next Xbox because I don't want it. There's nothing there that makes me want to spend my money.
Of course.
So I don't understand. Give me a proper Fallout 5. Give me a Viva Pinata, again, as I said. Give me anything that just, give me a Sims. Give me a freaking Sims 5 that is not stupid.
The problem is, unfortunately, I think this is the monkey paw situation. Give me this. Well, what's going to happen as a result of it? Well, all the franchises that you used to love are now going to be a skin suit of what they used to be.
Yes. But Halo is the perfect example of that. Halo should have never failed. It was too big to fail, and yet they ruined it. They ruined it. All they had to do was give the people what they wanted, which was Master Chief and Cortana.
Well, they are. It's called Campaign Evolved that's coming in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That actually, I don't think nobody seems to care about.
I mean, I do, but I'm niche. But I mean, Halo Infinite they destroyed Cortana. They took Cortana out of it. Why would you do that? I can't understand this. Daker says Sea of Thieves is bombing. Do you mean bombing as in bad? I haven't played it. I need to play it. Ned says, I think so. Them and Playground.
So that's talking about Rare, yeah.
Games.
I think the only thing that's keeping Playground up at the moment is Forza Horizon.
Yeah, which is, again, a very strong game. Gani says, Xbox needs some exciting games. They need any games. But they just closed and got rid of this is exactly what I mean.
There's more to come.
He's just landed exactly on the bullseye. That Xbox has no games. And they're gutting any studio that had games. Danker says, I care a bit with the new story content. Oh, story content.
There's apparently 3 new missions, I think it is, in Combat Evolved. Campaign Evolved, sorry. Stupid name.
It is stupid. I love Halo. I will be playing the first 3 at least on my channel because it's just so that important to me. But I realize
there is co-op for Campaign Evolved, isn't there?
There should be. I mean, the original, yes, there was. So I assume there is now.
Well, would you be up for doing it co-op?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yes,
I'll get it downloaded on Xbox if it's on Game Pass, and I'll just give it a play.
Oh, that would be so
I'm not interested in it, but I'll give it a play.
No, but it'd be fun for me.
If I can do it at co-op with you, then I'll gladly do it.
It's so good. Gotti says, see if these is okay with a group of friends. See, that's what I've heard.
I've heard, but I just never got round to actually having any friends to play it.
Now we have friends because we're in the super group.
Yeah, we got the super best friends.
Yes, that's our group.
Yeah.
Super best friends.
I know, that's why. Anyway, can we call it quits? Because I've had enough of sad ass news.
And I need to eat at something.
Yeah, of course.
Gotti says, I'll play Sea of Thieves with you.
Yay, let's do it. You need 3 people, right?
I have no idea. We should poll the group, the Super Friends group.
We should.
Santa says, I have £100 to spend next week on something real good. Oh.
Can you spend £100 on this channel? No, I'm joking. No. No. I'm kidding, of course. Please.
That's just Pete. Oh, no, £100. I wish I had £100. I would be very happy.
What are you talking about?
Shut up. I go to people and I'm like, I tell people at the gym, I don't have money this week. And they're like, when I say I have money, I mean, I'm not touching myself.
Yeah, okay. All right. Fair enough. Cool.
But Gotti says the problem with that game is it rewards griefers. See, I can't.
Oh, that annoys the hell out of me. Anyway.
Yes.
Let's go.
One half my last bit. Thank you, Gotti.
Yeah, cool. Close us out, please.
Yes, we thank you so much for joining us for this extra long, extra special. I was going to say extra hard, and then I realized that was very not what I meant.
Extra
girthy episode. Which leads me to say, Pete, where can they find you out there in Never Neverland?
Definitely not on a hub. Right, you could find me dealing with the social media channels, right? Our Radio Pod on Twitter and Blue Sky on that I don't really. I don't want to touch it anymore. It's
I'm
fine.
so over it. I'm so done.
Anyway, you can also find me on other podcasts, mostly Game and Chat, with Mike from time to time, doing some of his additional stuff at MikeTendo64.com.
Best friend of the show, Mike Tendo.
But also the Never Watchers podcast, which I do promise we are actually coming back with an episode. We've just been in stasis for a little bit.
I mean,
in a induced coma for the last God knows how long. And if you know the reference, you know what film we're covering next. Moving on. And it's Project Hail Mary, by the way.
What? No way, I can't believe it.
Yeah. That's going to be an interesting episode because I've now watched the film 3 times.
Wow.
I literally watched it when it first came out on streaming.
Yes, you did.
Well, when in cinema, in streaming. I've then re-listened to the audiobook this week and have watched the movie again just so I've got points to cover.
Well, there you go.
Good God, I am going to be well covered on this one. So, Never Watchers on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and various other places that you can find it. Just search the Never Watchers. That we're not recording next week; it's a week after, so we should be out in 2 weeks, let's say. So, Kiley, streaming, channel, things, and stuff.
I'm at twitch.tv, KILEY_WILDE, where I stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, all the hits from the 80s and 90s. No,
None from the 2000s, because it sucks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the early 2000s is okay, but come on.
I said what it says. It sucks.
Yeah. I like those oldies. I like those 90s. But I do stream over Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays I'm doing Bindi related things. We're getting back to our normal schedule. I had to deviate from that because the heat was too bad and I couldn't stream down here because there's a window right above that TV and the sun goes right into it during the hours that I stream.
Suckage.
But very much. But we'll be back to Bendy, and then Wednesdays are our weird Wednesdays, and Fridays are our frightening Fridays, where I play scary games. I'm always looking for suggestions. All of these wonderful people that you see here in this chat, if you visit twitch.tv/rapidreviews, are also in my chat, so they will talk to you. Or you can lurk. I never call it lurkers because I don't look at my chat list. I don't know who's there and who's not unless they say hello. Yes, Ghani's there. Ghani will welcome you. Nana will welcome you. Danker will. Everyone will welcome you. It's a very fun, chill place. And then I was going to say something. Hold on. Brain stopped functioning for 2 seconds. I don't drink over.
Oh, you could say you had a brain fart.
I did, but yes, it's a very fart-themed channel. It was supposed
Which is
to be
why
dragon-themed.
Danker said insert or out or fart, and Gorney said insert fart.
It's true. It was supposed to be dragon-related, but think about it. Dragons breathe sulfur and farts are like sulfur, so it's kind of the same thing. It's not.
It's
but
definitely not.
It's definitely not. But dadgummit, I was going to say something, Pete. Hold on. Oh, no. We might, if we have enough people, including Pete. But Rowan had mentioned all of us getting together and playing, games like we do here, community nights. Yeah. But we have to do rapid reviews because we're obligated to do rapid reviews and we want to do rapid reviews. But if we get enough people together, we can do community nights over on my channel. And you'll see more of me, Rowan, Dacre, Ghani, Nana, all of them, Pete, Mike, all of us. Because you know you love us. And we're wonderful. And all that stuff.
And we clearly got nothing better to do with our time.
I definitely don't. You might see that. Just stay tuned because the super groups come in for you. Wait, no, that came out wrong. Is there for you? I really came out really wrong. I realized.
Long, hard, and girthy.
I just said, whatever. But with that said,
oh my god,
we do thank you so much for joining us. You know you've had fun. Yes, as Danker said, coming soon. But thank you so much for joining us. We will see you and talk to you next week. Bye.
See more butts. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Rapid Reviews Radio Podcast. You can watch the recording of the show live on Twitch every Sunday evening at 7 PM UK time at www.twitch.tv/rapidreviews. You can also watch the podcast on YouTube, search Rapid Reviews 5534, and you can also watch the video version of the show on Spotify, just search Rapid Reviews Radio. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, a rating, or a comment on this episode. You can also follow us on Twitter at rradiopod, as well as on Blue Sky at rrradiopodcast.bsky.social. Also be sure to visit rapidreviewsuk.com for all the latest reviews and previews.